Hi guys, welcome to step 2, which is creating the vision. So by now I just want to recap that you've created a goal, which was part of the action plan in step number 1. And so you've got yourself a goal, and now I'm going to talk about how to crystallize your goal. And what I mean by that is how to make your goal a reality. So the first thing we're going to talk about is affirmations. So what's the definition of an affirmation? Well, it's basically a statement or declaration of something true in the form of a prayer. Now, you might be religious or you might not be, but forget about the religious connotations of the word prayer. If you think about prayer as saying something to yourself or saying something to someone, some entity or nothing out there as a form of prayer. So an affirmation is something that you want to be true and something that you want to aspire to happen in your life. And so it should always be stated in the positive. Remember when I briefly talked about law of attraction in step 1, and what you need to realize is that if you say, for example, I don't want to be I don't want to be a struggling internet marketer. Um, that's not going to work as an affirmation because your unconscious mind is just going to pick up the word struggling internet marketer and create a reality based on that. So your affirmations should always be stated in the positive. And obviously I've given give up smoking here as an example, as something that people try to affirm, but really um, that's a counter intention really. So what I want you to do is look through your goal and pick out things that you could use as affirmations. So think of it like this. Your goal is a tree and your affirmations are branches off it. So it's like a metaphor really. So the affirmations form the basis of your goal. Now there are a couple of ways you can use affirmations. First of all, you can do what's called mirror affirmations, which are very, very powerful. And basically you just recite your affirmations in front of a mirror. Now this is very, very powerful in the sense that you're actually seeing yourself through the mirror in the reflection of the mirror, saying these affirmations out loud. And it's proven to work much, much better than just saying them out loud, not in front of a mirror. The thing is with affirmations, whether you say them out loud or say them in your mind, if you use a mirror or if you don't, you have to make them work for you. But the most important thing is they have to stay congruent to what you are doing. And so saying for yourself, I'm a successful internet marketer, whilst procrastinating and not staying focused, no matter how many times you say that in the day, if you're not congruent with what your affirmations are, you're not going to achieve the end result. If one of your affirmations is I continually grow and expand my mailing list, yet you haven't even got an autoresponder yet. You haven't sorted out an account with, say, Aweber or GetResponse. Then there's no point affirming that you want to build a profitable mailing list even if you haven't got one of the main components of a mailing list. So it's important to stay congruent to your affirmations. Now, like I said with your goals, your affirmations should be reviewed once a week to make sure that they are the correct affirmations in coordination with your goal. So if your goal does change, which I have suggested may happen in the future, you should also change your affirmations in relation to that. The second thing I want to talk about is what's called visualizations. So similar to affirmations, but visualization is basically a mental or a visual picture of the outcome you want to desire. And obviously a mental picture means in your head. So the best way to do this is to get a picture, close your eyes and get a picture in your mind as vivid as you can of the outcome you want to achieve. So, for example, this might be you walk into your office that you own, and you log into your ClickBank, and you see, you know, $200 every day, coming into your ClickBank account, and then you would have the you would note the feelings that you feel, the sounds that you hear of the mouse clicking. What you see the ClickBank login page. You put your login details in, and you see the money coming in. You see those all too famous green and grey bars, highlighting the amount of money you've got coming in. And by doing a visualization, you want to make the picture as vivid and as real as possible. So it's almost as if it's reality. Now, the power of affirmations and visualizations is when you repeat it. So these should be repeated on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so you should repeat them as many times as you can. Your affirmations should be something that you know off by heart. I don't recommend that you do more than, say, 10 affirmations according to your goal, because then it becomes too much for you to really take in. But create about 10 affirmations at the most, and create a visualization of the outcome of the end result of the goal that you want to achieve. Okay, so whether that be earning $200 a day on ClickBank, or creating a successful coaching business, or becoming a public speaker, whatever it may be, you want to create a situation whereby you can visualize the outcome. There are other ways to visualize. If you have difficulty using your mind to visualize, you can use what's called a vision board, which is basically where you get an A3 or an A2 cardboard, and you make a collage of different pictures. For example, you could get um, like a fancy car, lots of money, holidays, of what the mental picture that you want. Maybe a picture of yourself in a car, or yourself speaking to other people, yourself in front of a ClickBank account with showing lots of money in the ClickBank account. So things that will trigger off what the end result of your goal would be. So you can download images off the internet, or use your own personal photography collection, and find out what would fit in your vision board. The second thing is what's called a mind movie, and I'll in the resources section at the bottom of this page, I'll leave a link to the Mind Movies website. And the Mind Movies is basically a movie created whereby you have affirmations and pictures associated with those affirmations. And basically, you watch this mind movie, typically lasting 2 to 3 minutes, created by yourself using the software on the website, and you can watch this on a day-to-day basis. And it's a wonderful tool, really, to powerfully attract what you want, because studies suggest that pictures and words, and you can also put your favorite music on, are things that can really stimulate you, and things that it can be something that really can motivate you to take the action you need to grow your business. And like I said, when you're clear, congruent with your goal, it's very, very powerful. So make sure that your affirmations and your visualizations are congruent with the actions that you take. No matter how much, like I've said before, no matter how much affirmations you do a day, how many times you visualize, if you're not congruent with that, i.e., if you're not taking action in relation to those two things, then it's going to be very, very difficult to achieve the end result. So, the action plan below, I want you to create your affirmations and visualizations based on the goal that you created in step 1. And if you haven't created the goal in step 1, then get that done. Then move on to the action plan below this step. And once you've done all that, I'll see you on step 3.